Hello, welcome to episode 2 of our run as Odo of Anjou. If you've seen episode 1, you don't need me to go into the situation. We're just going to launch straight into it, really, and we're going to start doing the early things to get Odo going. Right, so we're in the game. Let's start with our main character. We need to get him educated. As we said before, we're going to pick this chap here, who I think will be a very, very good educator. He's got some he's got very good traits, with the exception of shy, which of course isn't a good trait. But if we get the option of having shy, we should be able to turn it down. So if we send him a request, offer ward of myself, then the great Alfred the Great will be our educator, and of course he's got a very good education trait. Hopefully we'll have that all better. Excellent stewardship. On balance, he will be a great educator for us. We also need to change our education thing to a stewardship. That's going to increase our stewardship by 1, so we'll go from 5 to 6, which will give us an additional domain. Look at that. As if by magic, all of a sudden we can have an additional domain. We need to think about marriage. Okay, so what I think I'm looking for this first generation is somebody with a lot of good traits. So let's have a look at somebody with a good overall sum of skills. We also want somebody similar in age to us. So I think that these girls are probably a little bit too old. We could go for somebody like Adelaide Tailfer. She's very close to me in age. But do you know, one of the things that I'm kind of thinking is it'd be quite nice to get a little bit of prestige from this. I like the idea of Adelaide Carling. Very, very high stewardship. She's older than me, which doesn't really matter because she will be 18 when I'm old enough to marry her, and she'll be available to marry immediately, so I won't have to wait longer. What else do we find out about her? Comes with an alliance. She's Catholic. She's French. She kind of likes me. She's bossy like me. She's temperate, which is partly why she's got such good stewardship. She's greedy, which is actually not that useful a trait in a spouse. Yep, I think we'll go for her. I think I'm quite happy with that. So one of the first things that we're going to be doing is taking Vendôme off this poor chap here. I can declare war on him immediately, but we will do a little bit of preparation. He's got an army that's very, very similar to ours, a little bit less levies, but he has 200 bowmen and 100 pikemen, exactly the same as my military. So I think we need to make sure that we're a little bit better. I don't want to spend money on the pikemen because I will probably get rid of them at some point. So let's just increase the bowmen. That's going to take us a little bit of time to build up, but once it does, we're going to be hitting Vendôme. Let's look at some marriages. So we're going to look at the ladies first. Unmarried women. We better reset some defaults here. Unmarried women. So if I look at, well, let's look at, this is obviously somebody from the house of Robertine, my own half sister. Here's the rest of them. The other 4 are low born. What can we get for our money? Let's look at matrilineal. We definitely want a marshal. There's nothing here that's I mean, the best is Andre, and he's on a 12, which is, well, much better than Antoine, but not very good. So what can we get? We could have Fabrice. Fabrice would be okay. He's 19. I mean, that's a pretty good marshal score. He's Catholic and he's French. He'd fit in. He's only 16 years old. I like that about him. He's got a lot of time to grow. That's very much in his favour. So he's the best we can get for an unlanded character. Let's have a look what we could get with my own sister. Okay, so with her we can get a more powerful marshal, potentially 22. Mufarij doesn't sound French. In fact, he's a Muslim from Andalusia. He's also a holy warrior, but I don't think that's going to work very well, really, because he kind of like to be fighting us, really. So, impressive character, 31 years old, but possibly not what we're going for. Catholic, Anglo-Saxon, strong, also a holy warrior, but this time it'll help us if we're fighting non-Christians. But mostly we're going to be fighting Christians. Don't like that he's a vindictive villain, but he's very, very good in prowess, which is definitely in his favour. Right, I quite like that Diedrich and Bartholomew are both brave. Now, I think brave is one of the characteristics you need for a vanguard accolade. So these could potentially be accolades. Problem with them as accolades is both of them have relatively low prowess. So they'd be good commanders. I guess of the two, we probably would go for Bartholomew because he's got that flexible leader. Right, Thomas is well, he's 32 years old. He's a bit older. He's only a level 3, but he is brave. And he's a much better knight. He's interesting. I quite like this. Logistician. Yeah, but he's not brave. We can't use him as an accoladed knight. Right, there are lots of brave people out there. What I think we're going to do is we're going to go for the person we think is the best commander. Okay. Right, I think we're going to go for Egbert. We're going to go for Egbert for a number of reasons. The first is that he has very high prowess, so if he's not our commander forever, he will still be an excellent knight. I don't like that he's a vindictive villain, but I'm living with it. And he will be a very, very good, powerful warrior. So we're going to be looking perhaps for those sort of courage qualities perhaps with some of the other marriages. It's most important that we have a good commander. Make sure that this is going to be matrilineal. Marry my sister. Right, Stephanie. Can we improve on Andre's diabolical stewardship score? We can. Okay. Sigismund. He's not a looker, but he's 28 years old, quite a bit of life left in him. I think he'll make a very, very good steward. So let's bring him to the court. Matrilineal marriage, great. We're now looking from Emma for somebody to be a really, really powerful knight. I don't know whether that's going to be available. Let's have a look. Prowess. Obviously, we don't want people already with us. We're trying to attract people to court. 6. 6 is actually the best that we can get. I think I might just hang on to these other women in the hope that something better comes along shortly. Let's see if there are any unmarried men that we could use to perhaps attract somebody to the court for the purposes of being... Ooh. I mean, this lady here, she's a very, very good spy master. Let's have her. Let's have her here. Right, she can come along. She can marry Andre. Right, Antoine could do with a wife. And we really want somebody with very high learning, maybe with some skills that are going to make her a good... I don't think we're going to find what we're looking for here, are we? Okay. What I'm looking for is somebody to be a good physician. Do you know, Agatha might do. Okay, Agatha will probably have to do. And it might be that once the marriages have come in that there's somebody else that will be quite good in that respect. Let's sort out the army then. So I've already increased this size of 3 choices, and I think it's our most important one, so we're going to put it in the capital, which is +5 strength. And then the levies, I think it doesn't matter where they go. Right, these are from outside our realm. We need to be very, very careful because we want to go to war with most of these people. Oh, he's right the way up there. Okay, we'll have an alliance with him. Okay, that's good. In time, he might accept this, and we're not very far away. If his opinion of me improves, frankly, or my military power improves, that might be worth. We might be able to get that, and I think that would be useful, as I'm not likely to want to go to war with him at any one particular point. Right, let's press go for a couple of seconds and get all the marriages in, and we'll do a last little bit of reorganising. Okay, we're halfway through January. Let's have a look at the courtiers I've got here. So first off, what's the best? Right, Agatha's going to be my physician. And we could do with a wet nurse for me. And that's going to be Emma. We have a decent spy master, Marquisa. We're going to put her on defence for now, but only for the first couple of years. We'll put him on trained commanders. Right, we want him definitely on foreign affairs because we want to be gaining as much prestige as possible. And we now have a better, yes, look, Sigismund. Excellent. And we'll leave him on collecting taxes and our bishop on religious relations because we're going to need a little bit more of that, especially to declare war on, to do the holy war against Montague later on. In terms of the Liege's Council, of course, I'm not old enough, but if I can get a decent stewardship education and make myself a duke, I could end up steward to the king, and that would be worth a bit of gold. Right, let's hit play for a little while, at least wait until our army gets up to full strength. My half-sister's avoiding her duties. I think she's not a very good, not really very good, but she's not taking power, and that's what really matters. Okay, so can we take Vendôme? Let's check he hasn't built up his power. Only 607 troops. He's certainly inferior to me now. I think we can safely declare war. And this is going to give us 2 holdings. Cost us about 113 prestige, I think. Okay, let's get us our rally point as close as possible to our first target right here. We've got our cool commander in command, and Vendôme will soon be ours. Right, he's coming to fight us, which is interesting. Right, easy victory. Right, let's see what did the damage. Okay, bowmen 83, knights 58, levies, pikemen only 25. So this reinforces my understanding that we don't really need the pikemen longer term. We'd be far better changing that to something else. Okay, how long until this castle falls? 6 months. I will probably have to take this one as well. But we've already got quite a bit of war score from that battle. Okay, so athletic, strong, hale, robust, or Herculean. Let's see if I've got any of those. So he can give us Vanguard and Tactician, which is also good for men-at-arms counter efficiency. Okay, let's create this accolade as soon as we have the prestige, which shouldn't take us too long. Easy victory, and we've also captured the chap. Now, I'm tempted. I mean, how much can I get from him? 50. 50 gold would be quite useful. I know I'm going to win this war, so let's let him go. Yeah, they're down to just 300 troops now. This castle will fall in no time. There's a possibility that we win at that point. I've got 128 gold. That feels good. Yeah, there we go. Another 22 for capturing Vendôme. And we've won the war. And the great thing is that I've not had to conquer that, so hopefully that's going to still have very good control. Enforced demands. I get the castle of Vendôme, well, and the county title, as well as the castle at Chateau d'Un. Okay, right. How close are we to being able to attack this chap? He's involved in a war. He's going for Mercia. Conquest of the Duchy of Lancaster. So it's a significant war. I think what we've got to do is just wait until he's got some war score. It looks like he's starting to win it. We can be pretty sure that he's fully engaged in that conflict. 3920, this is his entire army. They look like they're off. It looks like they're going. Right, so you definitely need this chap here, Egbert, bringing some control to this area. It's going to take 8 years, for heaven's sakes. We want to improve our military, so we're going to get rid of these, I think, relatively ineffective guys and give ourselves some armoured footmen. And really, they're being paid for by the ransoming of that chap there. I've got an accolade that I want Egbert to be my accolade, because I can have Vanguard, but I can't have that yet because I'm short of prestige. Right, we've really got to keep an eye on these people as soon as they start getting some war score and they're involved in that kind of like major fight. We need to go for it. So this is my first big choice. I've been wanting a Scottrell for a long time, and my guardian King Alfred is promising to get me one in 3 months. if I become more vigorous with my studies. Okay, so this looks like an interesting set of choices. So I can be content. This will make my intrigue poor, but my learning good. Stress loss good. Opinion of liege and vassals good. Parochial vassals will like me more. Or I can be fickle. Not mad on fickle, particularly as I want to be quite a good steward. Or I can be trusting. I think out of those we'll go for, I think we'll go for content. Essentially, Frankish people or French people aren't going to like me as much. I'm young, I'm doing fine. I think we can overcome that. Okay, I am content. Ooh, subsidising liege authority. Vassals in the future, for the next 15 years, will like me more, and we go to limited crown authority for free, or do we have to pay for it? I think we just decline it for now. Right. He's now engaged. That's the first thing that happened, literally 18th of June. He probably won a battle, possibly took a castle. This is where we need to attack him. Right, declare war for the county is all. Okay. Then we are going to split off the armoured footmen and we are going to disband them so they carry on growing. We're going to go here and we're going to take this castle. Now I think the key thing here is we mustn't have him win this war. We should be able to take this in, and well, it's going to take 9 months. It's a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried. Gifts for the Count. My sister Bertha has been especially thoughtful lately. She always seems to bring me the best presents, making her the best regent. I'm going, what a beautiful surprise. You get an army of 400 men in Anjou. Okay, so the entrenched regency will grow, but I get 400 men. I don't know what these 400 men are, but let's go for it. Okay, that's going to be useful, isn't it? Okay, so it's swung very, very slightly. It's actually really, really tense. If he comes back with his army, we are in so much trouble. But he hasn't won this war yet. That's the key thing. It's gone down 69. We're going to win. We're going to win. Okay, enforced demands. Okay, so it becomes mine. Disband all. Okay, super. Right. I'm feeling powerful. Right, having now conquered loads of stuff, let's just have a look at my possessions. Vendôme has level 2 homesteads. That's pretty good. This isn't mine, but it's providing me with a tiny amount of tax. But this is mine. And this is really, really good news because we have crop fields and we have a small harbour on the way, potentially a couple more baronies to develop in the future. So I think the key thing now, absolutely the key thing now, is getting the dukedom off this chap. All I need is 225 prestige, but I can't see any way of getting any prestige. I could raise my army and just go wandering off and looking for something, but yeah, no, we're in trouble. But we really need to be the Duke of Anjou. How old am I now? 12. Okay, let's find Paris. Set my spy master off to find secrets, because when I get to 16 I want a whole load of secrets that I can start exploiting straight away. So I want to be able to create the accolade, but I don't want to spend the prestige. I've got to build the prestige up. I can't see any way of me getting any more prestige other than reaching 16 when I can start doing feasts and tournaments and stuff like that, but also I'll get 500 from marrying. So I think we need to speed through the game a little bit. Okay, right, okay. The region is more powerful. So I don't have enough prestige. I don't have enough piety, though I'm not far off. Let's wait until I got 100 piety. I don't think I need piety for anything else. I've got a small harbour constructed in Montague. It's actually producing a tiny amount of tax now. I've annoyed. Oh, my cat has annoyed my Chancellor. Compensate him 50 gold. How much does he like me? Oh, not a lot. Right, he ain't getting 50 gold. Okay, do I even increase my army further? No. Let's just hang on. How long till I'm 16? I think this is what I'm waiting for. Is my birthday. Right, she couldn't find anything there. Well, there's got to be something here, isn't there? I can't believe the English haven't got something going on. Let's send her to find some secrets up here. Okay, right, I think she's furthered her mandate, but I think I can swing the scales with piety now. That's going to help things. 13 in a moment. Right, I'm 13. Okay, Sigismund. So he's my steward. I'm pranking him. Sneak into his clothes and steal his clothes. No, I should be nice. He gets to like me more. I think we're going to go with that one because he's a long-term... He's a keeper, isn't he? And I've just annoyed my Chancellor no end by having my cats scratch him or something. Prestige building up very, very slowly. I can't see myself having enough prestige to declare war on my vassal, my half-brother vassal, until after the war. After I'm 16. Ah, right, we have a secret. Okay, so here's a man with some money. Oh, so he has a lover. Okay, if I could raise and kill them, I get to get some prestige. Right, I'm tempted to raise my forces here. What we need to know is, are we going to win? We're going to win. Anjou is under siege. I mean, we got some disadvantages, but we should win, and that should get us some prestige. Yeah, the regent is having a field day here. 40 prestige. Okay. Not a lot, but it's getting me in the right direction. Right, let's see if we can go and do a little bit of prestige farming. Did that war literally just end? Alright. Just as I was about to get some free prestige, the war ends. Fantastic. Okay, so I can swing the scales. I can use my prestige. Just about got enough. That would absolutely guarantee that I can't go to war against my duke until I'm married. That's only a couple of years now. Piety, I don't have enough. Gold, I don't have enough. A hook, I don't have. I can't ask that. How much would it cost me to go to war with this chap? I'm not going to have it. I think I get married, I'll get 500. That's when we'll go to war. So I think I'm just going to use this money now to push back. Hurts a little bit, but I think that's the right thing to do. I'm actually in line to inherit 7 titles, but I'm 4th in line. Be interesting to know who those people are. Right, who have we got here? Chat with no money. Fantastic. So on the 1st of January, we will be 16 years old. Yeah, I should have been swaying people for a while, really. Well, let's sway her. 51%, not fantastic, is it? I don't think it helps that my diplomacy is just so weak. Okay, so how do I compliment this woman? She's paranoid, zealous, and a bit of a coward. Going with unshakable faith in God. Oh, right, so she likes me a lot more now. That's good news. We're about to hit our 16th birthday. Right, I completed my stewardship and I am a level 3 fortune builder. Pretty good when it comes to... Okay, obviously my wet nurse is gone. Pretty when it comes to stewardship matters. Right, let's get straight into the tree. That wouldn't even be quite enough. But of course I'm also going to get married. Let's go for the 10% for now. Because I'm already got an increase in my thing, and I'm going to be able to get married, which is going to increase it as well. Go for money. Okay, so let's find my duke. Declare war. get my birthright. He's weak, but he has a good alliance. Okay, so next time we're going to invade over here, see if we can take that over from our liege. Yeah, let's bring them in. We can't lose with a strong ally like that, whereas we could lose potentially on our own if my uncle's able to unite with his own troops. So we're about to come. Hopefully, we're going to fight a war. We're going to have fingers crossed that that war goes well, and then we will be a duke, and we will be doing that on Tuesday. So you take care, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that, and see you soon. Bye bye.